And we're live.
Hello, peoples.
Howdy, howdy, howdy. All right. You said you posted in the Facebook group or?
I didn't post it. God, I keep forgetting about the Facebook group. Give me one second. I posted on the blog about what. Give me one second about the actual Facebook. Can I change it on Facebook? Yes, I can. And we are
Live and
live.
in person.
And
I'm
in
in a bunch of groups, but I'm not sure how they feel about self-promotion. I really got to read the
live
ones that we
and
can
in
do.
living color.
No, you shouldn't say in living color. Now we're going to get sued. Keenan Ivory Wayans needs that money, yo.
He he gets it. Trust me. He gets it. He gets it. CM Punk makes sure that he gets his money. Ba da 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 da. Ba da da da
Whoa,
da
whoa,
da
why
da
didn't
da.
this go into... Oh, shit.
Did it not? Okay, yeah, it's still not.
No, it is. It started a new video. There are two people waiting. Shit. Damn it.
Does it restream?
It's a restream thing, yeah. You know what? Ugh. All right, hold on a second, because I think this is going to screw up the things I did. Just
Yeah,
went through and
okay.
did a whole bunch of things, and we're on a different page. I love YouTube.
Yeah, because I'm watching us live right now.
Yeah, but it's not the one. If you go and look into the YouTube channel,
Yeah,
there's a
it's not
scheduled
the.
one.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Give me back.
All right, so I'm going to delete the one. That sucks.
Oh, excuse me.
Edit channels to connect to a different event post. This really pisses me off. Okay, so I have to really figure out how we're going to do scheduling.
Schedules.
Yeah. Okay, well, this is why we're doing these early.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I'm going to remove
Technical.
it from YouTube. Hold on, I'm going to go back into our YouTube studio. I'm going to remove this one. Well, I want to go in there and be like, hey. Okay, so we got people watching us here now. They're not watching on the other one. Okay, good.
Okay. Well, one of them's me.
Oh, okay.
Either way, I mean, it
Yeah,
shows that we have
what I
viewers.
want to do is I'm going to go into YouTube Studio. Damn it.
Technical difficulties got him anyway.
Fracking. And I know it's Restream, and to tell you the truth, I would be fine not using Restream, but I forget why we're doing it. There was a reason.
Uh, Hey,
Because we're
I'm
not
gonna.
multi-streaming.
No, no.
Oh, it's
I,
yeah. What? Go ahead.
I was gonna say it's all. That's all on you for figure
Yeah,
for
I
for as to
forget
why.
why we're using Restream, but I might just put us direct. Oh, it's the Discord chat. It's chat stuff. That's right. That's why. Because I don't think there's a way to put Discord chat, and I want you to be able to see chats without having to log into the YouTube.
Yeah, or I just have YouTube
Yeah,
up
but you're going
at
to be
all times.
behind us then when you do that.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one out.
Plus, I would need like a third monitor for everything else, which is possible. I just don't want to do it.
Third monitor? How quaint.
Well,
You've seen
I
my setup.
I
I'm
know,
like,
I know.
3 monitors? That would hurt a lot.
Well, for me, I mean, I would have to move a lot of things around, and I don't want to. I like my setup how it is, cords and all. As he starts to move things, his deck boxes and everything.
Yeah, I'm still gonna be selling my magic stuff. That's next.
I am,
And Wendy is so awesome. She's like, you don't have to, and I'm like, I know, but honey, we're gonna be moving, like, and we're gonna be
did
living in a, we're gonna be living in like an RV of some sort. Like, let's.
Did you happen to get any of the Godzilla cards?
No. Oh yeah, the
Okay.
Godzillas. Yes. I
Which
didn't get
ones?
anything after that. Oh, I think I've got almost all of them. Maybe I don't know. I'd have to. I honestly would have to go look. It's been 3 years, man.
Yeah. I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 7 of them. It's my. I want to get them all.
Okay, Pokemon, calm down.
Look. Hey now, 2 of them are Japanese too. One's Japanese Mecha Godzilla.
I would have to find them. I mean, they're all my cards are buried,
Yeah.
and I don't think I'm going to get to see them before Dad gets here.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm hoping, but my wife is very excited. Like, we actually went and started looking at campers yesterday because we saw a pretty good one. It was actually a full motorhome, and I guess I should say this for Haps, but yeah, I'll save it for Haps.
Yeah.
All right, so I updated all of that.
Oh, I forgot to put Urza's Cave in a deck.
Okay. Yeah.
And an Nazgul.
Okay. All right. So, all right. Now we're right again. Everything is
Now
right.
we're right?
We're right. We're right now.
Now we're cooking with
We're
Crisco.
doing something. I'm happy we're doing something. Oh, this is freaking frustrating. Okay, so I have to delete the scheduled one. Let's unschedule that. Yes, confirm. That's just fucking ridiculous. It's using a different stream key, that's why. Okay. So I would have to alter. Okay, so I think that's how I'm going to have to do it, is change the stream key inside. Okay, it is probably on me. It's a different way to do it, but I really like the idea of scheduling, so yeah. And pardon the language, guys. I'm usually trying to be better, but yeah, this was really annoying for me. So if your ears are burning, I apologize. All right. And it falls under the IT purview of the Bible. I believe that's somewhere in the back. Go to Revelations, hang a right. That IT people get a pass and can drop a few swear words now and then when IT stuff isn't working. I'm really sure I read that somewhere.
I think you did too, because that's what I do all the time.
Are you in IT now?
I mean, I'm in my own personal IT.
You're it, man. You're it. All right.
I am it.
All right. So the notes look good.
Ooh.
All right. So I'm going to read the mission
meat.
briefing. You're going to, yep. And then got a little bit of news. This might be a quicker episode, but the last one went over. So,
yeah.
I mean, but here's the thing. We'll end up talking. I mean, yeah. I'm going to gush about the freaking cast for sure.
About the what?
The cast. I really love.
Oh, cast. I thought you said
I thought
gassed.
they cast this really well.
I thought you said gassed, and I'm like, we are doing Minecraft TV talk.
What the heck happened to my... Yeah, that's not good. Hold on. Shit, I can't find it, so I gotta go old school. Okay, this is happening. All right. I do not want to pop on the air, and I can't hear you because I don't have my headphones on, so,
Oh, that's fine. I'm just talking to the ether.
Yeah, this is
to
great
everyone
broadcasting
right now.
I can't hear a dang thing. Nothing.
That's
Nothing.
okay.
I'm completely unhinged. It's like that scene in the newsroom where she started speaking Japanese and she pulled the thing right out of her ear. All right.
And it's amazing how a 4 and a 7 are very similar.
Yes, I love that show. I actually got my wife watching it.
I need to watch that show. I've only know that because I've seen like scenes every once in a while.
It's very Sorkin, which means I love it. It's very Sorkin.
So I started to do like a West Wing rewatch. I got through season 1. Boy, it's these longer seasons of old. I say old. I lived through it. That I don't know if I can do anymore.
Check. I sound way far away.
Check
right.
check it out.
I'm going off the air again. There it is. That's right. Uh-huh.
Ah, Will found it.
I hate using that windscreen.
I mean, you can't hear. Now you can hear me. I have that exact same one.
The Yeti or the
I mean,
windscreen?
the wind. Well, both.
Yeah. I love my Yeti.
But I don't. I mean, I use the Elgato mic and everything.
Yeah.
I think it's a much better. It was a much better investment for me.
I've been on microphones. I did radio for years. I've been on microphones most of my life, between music and radio and things of that nature and podcasting. So I know that for some people, this type of screen isn't going to be enough, but I don't tend to hit my P's anyway. It's just enough.
Also,
yeah. Oh, and
are we unmuted?
Oh, yeah, we're totally unmuted now.
Okay.
So, yeah, we don't want what happened last week to happen again. We had
Which
lost
is why it's in the notes.
Oh, shit. Do I have to get the green screen now? It might be. I keep disappearing.
Part of you keeps disappearing.
Yeah, I know what. Hold on. Yep. It's because it reads the boom as a person, and then the software. Yeah. So, okay, hold on. Sit here. There we go. Pull it back here. Yeah, there we go. So that's why
better.
It reads that I'm off center though. Hold on. It's not horrible. It's still. Let's see. It's actually getting worse. I mean, I could cheat. I could put keep me centered in frame. That's better. Okay, that'll work. Check 2-2. Looking at levels. 2-2-2-1-2. I'm not even getting into yellow. That's good. You talk.
All right. Check.
You're a little hot. I'm gonna pull you back. No, you're
Check,
good. Don't mess with your settings. I'm messing with mine. Don't change your settings.
Hold on. I'm just gonna go back to where it was. Check to check it out. What's it all about? What to work it out? Let's turn this mother flipping party out.
What the hell are you doing? You're talking gibberish.
It's Beastie Boys. Check it out.
I know. All right. Okay, I think we're ready. Oh, I got to bring up my recording software now.
Oh, yep. Audition is up.
Okay,
we're going to see how this works.
We're going to see how Mixpad does. Yeah, I'm tired today. So yeah, we're gonna probably move to Mondays. I think this is gonna work, but yeah.
What time are you done with? What time are you done with work?
4:30.
Okay.
So. Check. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna just do a quick recording test on my side to make sure all my channels are doing. 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Check. And my sound is good. I'm gonna pull me up just a bit. Give me a little bit more hot. And let's give a sound effect.
And now we go to Guy Gardner's Bar Warriors. Have a drink and pull up a chair.
That's a problem. Shit. Well, at least it recorded. Hold on. Let me get one more thing here.
Okay.
Monitor and output. Monitoring device is set to the Yeti stereo. Yeah. Check. I don't want to stop streaming, but I don't get anything. Hey, Vidar, how are you? Ah, shoot.
Greetings, Vidar.
All right. 1 second. I got something here.
Sorry, we're just going through some little technical difficulties, making sure everything's all right.
Do my cheat. I have a pro. Oh, I can stop recording now. All right. So, cable C output, which is the sound bar, and I want it to go to my headphones, and then hopefully that doesn't go through yours. Let's try this again.
And now we go to Guy Gardner's Bar Warriors. Have a drink and pull up a chair.
Okay, that's good. I don't think it's doing double. All right.
Okay.
Check. 2212. 2222. 2222. Okay. By the way, can you hear the fan behind me?
No, can you hear my fan?
No, or the air conditioner. Because
Sweet.
I really don't want to turn the air conditioner off. Big fan of the air conditioner. Can't stress enough how happy the air conditioner makes me.
I have a fan blowing at my legs.
Yeah, I have an air
So
conditioner
that's-
behind my back. So,
Yeah.
hallelujah. God bless America.
And honestly, I'm going to apologize right now. If you hear a fan, I apologize, but it is currently 90 degrees outside.
That's unacceptable,
with
dude.
the humidity
Our audio has to be good.
of
So
a
you
high.
gotta be. We're gonna be professional. If we could
I'm
hear
as
it,
being-
we'd be turning shit off. Just so you know.
Yeah, but it's
I'm old school, man. All right.
look. I do not want to roast. I do not want to sweat. I do not want to look like a pig on screen. More of a pig than I already do look like.
Oh, there's too many jokes here. Yeah, I was actually outside earlier. I mowed my lawn.
Oh, I walked outside to go to the bank, and
Yeah. All right.
summer's
How are you
not
guys
looking
doing?
good.
We're doing pretty good, Vidar. How about you? We'll talk in a minute. We're going to get the show started. So, but welcome to the pre-show. All right. I think we're ready to go. So I've got my finger over both my record buttons.
All right, I am ready. 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1,
Right.
check.
3, 2, 1. Whatever. It's 3, 2, 1. Then go.
Yep.
Listen. Let's not lethal weapon this shit.
Are we going on 3 or are we going on 1?
All right. Let's go. 3, 2,
2,
1.
1.
Click.
Click.
Oh shit! Cancel my thing.
Ah.
Fucked up.
Okay.
All right, hold on. Cancel. We're gonna
Delete.
start again.
Delete.
My
Start.
program's really good, but they've made changes to it, and sometimes it gets a little stupid. Oh shit!
Okay.
All right, there we go. I didn't have that enabled. Okay. Okay. So. All right. 3. Ready?
Yep.
3.
Ooh, hold on. Before we do, I am not seeing the updated chat. In live stream chat.
Oh yeah, it's not showing up there. What the hell, man? Okay, it's saying it is now. Try it again. Vidar, text, or here, I'll text something here. This is a test. Didn't come through. We're going to have to troubleshoot that later.
Yep.
I think you're going to have to open YouTube, and you're going to be a little behind, I guess.
That's all right.
Well,
I will
that
just open it up.
fucking sucks. I said it again. The IT, yeah.
I'll just...
And it's saying it's connected. This is what's weird.
Okay, all right. I have it on my iPad so I can still check it. All right.
Yeah, it goes in there. That's just weird.
See, I can chat here and it goes through. Yeah.
Yeah, so we've got, and believe me, if this breaks, if Restream can't do it, then we're not going to use Restream. This is literally the
that's-
only reason I'm using it.
That's fine.
Yeah, so legit. Restream, you want to keep my money? Yeah. All right. Okay,
All right.
so 3, 2, 1. Again, I got to hold
Yep.
on. I got to bring my recording software back up because I went to other windows because, that's what you do in Windows. Wait, did it close Mixpad? No, there it is. Okay. Because I would have been pretty annoyed at that.
Exactly.
All right, I'm over my recording button. 3,
All right, me too. 3,
2,
2,
1.
1.
Click.
Click. What in the hell are you doing, Audition?
Do we need to stop?
I don't know what's going on.
Stop.
I'm gonna no, keep going.
It's too late.
Just keep
I
going.
stopped. I stopped.
Ah, it was okay. It's looking like it was just it was just weird. It was just like super fast. I don't know what's going on.
If
Close
it's just
all.
super fast, that's why we stopped.
It
You gotta roll with it, man. You gotta roll
That's
with
why I
it.
said keep going. Save changes. No. We're gonna go. We're gonna start. We're gonna. All right, here we
This
go.
is good stuff, man. This is
Audio file.
Don't save it. How you saving that shit? Delete.
I'm not saving it.
right.
A lantern.
All right. I'm over my both. By the way, I'm
Okay.
pushing 2 record buttons on this side.
All right. I'm whatever happens. Let's go.
All right. 3,
3,
2,
2,
1.
1.
Click.
Click.
Welcome to Lanterns TV Talk.
Hello and welcome to Lanterns TV Talk. I'm Kyle.
And I'm Will, otherwise known as Can't Make Nothing Work.
This is a regular podcast showcasing and analyzing the upcoming Lanterns TV show from HBO Max, as well as taking a look at the mythos and stories surrounding DC Comics' Green Lantern. So without further ado, let's head on over to Guy's Bar.
And now we go to Guy Gardner's Bar Warriors. Have a drink and pull up a chair.
Really?
Water.
Dead air? You can't do that when we have the bump going?
No, I forgot about it midway through. Will, how you doing?
This is the best show we've never done. Okay, I'm all right, man. It's Monday. We were gonna go yesterday, but I was not feeling well, so it was. And then I started thinking about it. I'm like, it's summer, man. Like Sundays are just gonna become harder to schedule anyway. So I think we're programming note. I think we're gonna do Monday nights for a while. Because hey, everybody should be home. We already have a guy. Vicar's in with us, or Vidar, not Vicar. Vicar is a priest. I'm not sure Vidar qualifies, but I'm gonna let him have it. So, but yeah, we're just it's cool, man. It's been all right. I got my new ring, so Guy Gardner's.
I got my ring.
Yeah, and it's on the right finger this time. Well done, well done. A little behind the scene here. Let me pull back the curtain. We had a discussion. Kyle doesn't like his the AI image I use, so he's been trying to get better images. And we were talking. He sent me some pictures today, and he had the ring, and maybe I'll post them somewhere because they're great.
I'll post them on my Instagram.
Okay. But he had his ring on this finger. He had it on his ring finger, and I was like, okay, I wasn't gonna say nothing. But I'm OG, man. I read Who's Who in '85, man, and it always said it's like the Green Lantern ring is always on the second finger of the right hand, meaning this finger right here, this one. It's always on this one. It has to be on this one. So I've always worn it there. Like whenever I cut my ones up when I was a kid, and I've noticed the last 2 episodes. So go back and look. Yeah, Kyle's ring is. It's on the wrong finger.
It just feels more comfortable, especially with like this kind of cheap one. It just feels more comfortable.
Hey, I got that ring. Actually, I've got 2 copies of that ring because 1 copy actually makes my lantern light up. So
nice.
I've got 2. But
yeah, this was during the time that Blackest Night and Brightest Day was coming out. So comic book shops, you could buy them. The only ones I don't have are the Star Sapphire and Compassion.
I have all of them.
That one.
I managed to get them all. So
I've got the white, the black. I've got to me all the cool ones.
Yeah, see, I've got almost every one that's come out. That if I see it out, I try to get my hands on it. My goal is to get to the Hal as evil mode. So, wearing all so it's like, hello. Which, yeah. So, I mean, I bought all of these at one time or another. Well, this was the first one I ever really got because this came out. Oh, I don't know if you guys can see it.
Nope, green screen.
Yeah.
Gonna have to put it in front of you.
Okay, yeah. This here, right here, this came out with Kyle taking over. So I have managed to keep this alive since 1993. Like, that was my first one. I mean, that thing went through college with me. Like, I'm still amazed at that. And then the rest of them, like, I just bought various times and I saw them. This one here will light up. It's a little duller. This one here lights up my lantern. So it came with the lantern, and yeah. So
do you have the movie one?
No, because that looked stupid. I do have the movie Ring.
Yeah, the movie Ring from 2011.
The movie Ring from 2011. You mean this movie Ring from 2011?
Yep, that one.
Yep. Dude, I got them all, man. And that's just it. Like, you could take a look. We could talk about this. Like, Kyle, they did kind of go similar. They definitely on the side of the rings.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they've got that etching, which I'm not a big fan of. But I don't wear the movie one because it's just small enough that where I can get it on my finger in the morning, but I ain't taking it off at night. So, yeah. Otherwise, it's been a pretty good, couple of weeks. I think it's been 3 weeks. Things are going well. My dad's coming, so that's another programming note. We've been on a 3-week rotation. This one's gonna be a little longer. Or it'll be a little shorter. We'll see how things go. But I know I'm not recording the 14th of July because I'm going to be at camp with my dad. My dad's coming into town Thursday. He's spending a good 2.5 weeks with my sister in Western New York. And then I go pick him up like July 6th, and then he's here until he leaves in like the middle of July. The middle of January. Okay. That'd be great. Yeah. So,
oh man, I would love the middle of January now.
So, but it's cool. My dad, I got a cowboy hat, man. I should have worn that tonight. My dad plays country music, and I like country.
Okay.
So, to an extent, and I've always kind of wanted a good cowboy hat, so I got one of those because, I mean, I'll sit and play with him, and it's a thing for him because he grew up in a musical family. So, my uncles would, every time we had a family reunion, my dad and his brothers would just play for an entire weekend. So every time he comes, it's like, no, Dad, we'll sit and play some guitar. And so I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be nice to have that break. My dad, I've said it before, I'll say it again, he's my hero. Like, the guy is he's awesome. If you ever get to meet my old man, you'll understand. But what about you, Kyle? What's up with you?
I feel like nothing new has happened in the past 3 weeks. It literally has just been work.
Well, you learned what your ring goes on.
I learned what ring it's supposed to go on.
What finger? Yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, I mean, I did get my backlog of comics from my comic book shop.
Yes.
And it was a lot, and I'm like, oh boy. But it is. So we'll talk. I'll talk like 2 minutes on Absolute Green Lantern.
Go for it.
For
it. Time.
It is such a different story.
It's horrible. I hate it. I've read it. I've been reading it. I don't like any of it.
So spoilers. Yeah. I guess we'll go for that. They kill off Guy Gardner.
I know.
They kill him off, or supposedly kill him off. Abed Sur is very different compared to his Earth Prime counterpart. So is John, so is Hal, so is Joe.
It's the problem I have with the Absolute Universe as a whole. I got to be honest with you, there are some people that dig Absolute Batman, Absolute Superman.
I dig Absolute Batman.
It all sucks too. It's like, they're trying to do Marvel's Ultimate Universe, I think, but you're not doing it the way Marvel did it. Marvel kept enough of the old stuff to where but it was a new and interesting way to tell the stories, and it was like modernized. That's really it. They kept kind of the origins and stuff. They just modernized it. Instead of being in Vietnam, Tony Stark was in Iraq. It's like things of that nature. It's And DC just can't. But they've been wanting to do this for years. They had a big plan after Doomsday Clock. There was supposed to be it's how Dan Didio got fired. Thank God that guy got, or not Dan Didio. Was it Dan Didio? Yeah, I think so.
That's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
A long time.
A long time.
But I mean, I love that you're still getting paper comics because I mean, here I can show you there's my iPad. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, there. So I downloaded this app called Kamga. It's running on my server, and I have copies of all the comics I've ever bought. So they're all running on a little server here that I can read on my imaginary that you can't see iPad, my invisible iPad, and I freaking love it. I've been reading. I just finished Green Lantern Volume 1 or Volume 2, which is the Hal years. Got through the Green Lantern Corps, and I'm just about to start Green Lantern Volume 3, which is when he had the white temples and all that. I'm like, this is, I love it. It's been great for show research, like to be able to be like, okay, to refresh my memory on some stuff. But legit, man, I love that you're getting paper comics. I miss them, but
I mean, if you can,
I see.
People can look behind me. All of this whole thing, is all DC.
Okay.
It is
all what you buy.
It is literally, it goes in order continuity wise too.
But this here,
that's how it is.
This whole thing that you can't see. This whole thing is your entire bookshelf.
I know, but I like being like,
it.
hey, can I this? Oh yes, this is what happened. I can
see. So I'm trying to get it so the image shows up, but yeah, it's I get it though. I miss paper comics, but I also love the fact like I'm going to be traveling. Well, I can read anything I want. I don't have to worry about do I want to bring this, and then you try to read slower because you want to have something to read in 4 days. But I can bang out a graphic novel in a couple hours. So
that's fair.
So, but
I get it. There's pros and cons to it. I mean, if I want, I'll just be like, okay.
Yeah, I just
take it with me.
I reach out. Yeah, it's kind of great. I love both. I see both sides. I love the fact that I don't have to give up. Like I've lost a lot of my print comics, like because I've moved a bunch of times. So being able to pull these stories back because they haven't put them into a reprint. They're not in. A lot of that old Silver Age stuff isn't in, in omnibus form or anything like that.
I think they are starting to redo that.
They are, but they aren't. Because here's the thing, and I can understand why. Some of that stuff is, believe it or not, it was a slog to get through the first 100 issues of Green Lantern until you get to like Green Lantern, Green Arrow years when Denny and Neil took over. Like, it was not easy. Like, it's not good storytelling. I imagine it was in the 60s. But, yeah, then from then on, it was solid. But between Green Lantern and Green Arrow and when Len Wein and Dave Gibbons came in and took over Green Lantern, I think in, like, issue 171 or something like that, there's nothing. And Marv Wolfman was writing it. It was all the space stuff. Hal was he was exiled for a year. So, which was actually about 30 issues. But, like, the Guardian said, you can't go to Earth because he basically disobeyed them, and they were like, you have to stay off Earth for 1 year. So, and Marv Wolfman wrote all that stuff.
Hey, you can't go home for a year.
Yeah.
You can't go back to the planet that you were birthed on.
You need to be in the rest of your sector, is what it was, because he wasn't focusing on that, which is something a lot of people talk about.
And that's fair. I mean, hell, look at the other Earth-based Green Lanterns.
Oh, the other 15 or 16 of them? Yeah. I mean, I'm tired of it. One of these, we'll talk about that during the comic week. I'm tired of the Earth-based.
Another thing I'll make this really short. I did read Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong. I read all of it. Oh, yeah, you didn't know about that?
I knew. I'm
okay.
I'm a little more discerning, I think, than you. Go on.
I love Godzilla. That's why.
Okay, that's fine. I'm not a Godzilla guy, so
there's only one Godzilla film that I'm missing to have them all physical, and that's Godzilla 1985. That's a different story. I went into that story being like, okay, it's gonna be cheesy, based on Earth Prime, but it's not, sort of thing, because they kill Guy Gardner in this one too.
Boy, they're trying to kill Guy Gardner. Yeah,
and it wasn't it was Gorilla Grodd. Gorilla Grodd kills Guy Gardner.
He's a dick.
But they have Simon, they have Jessica, they've got John, but they didn't have
Joe.
Kyle.
I like Joe.
They didn't have Joe either.
Oh, well,
Or
I mean, yeah,
teenage girl, which I don't know.
Kid
She's
Lanner
got
or
like the
whatever
back.
they call her.
Yeah, she's got the.
She's got Hal's old
backpack.
gauntlet.
Yeah.
She's got the gauntlet. Yeah. But
so they
cool.
don't. Yeah. So that's my Green Lantern comics redo. I did see that an upcoming issue of Green Lantern is going to have Kyle's mask, like on
it's
the
next
ground.
one, the next one,
Yeah,
which
and
I'm always a month behind.
I'm interested in that one just to be like, what's going on?
I'm always a
haven't
month
read-
behind. I think they're going to make him White Lantern again, but yeah, because I
fine.
use DC Infinite, I do pay for that. So
Yeah, you're 3 months.
no, I'm always
you're
a month.
Or 3
I
months?
pay the Ultra.
Oh, okay.
So I pay the $99 a year, and it's worth it to me because I get to keep up. And don't get me wrong, DC's kind of been. I did the same thing for Marvel last year. I think I'm gonna let my Marvel lapse. I'm not really feeling the X-Men these days like I was for a bit, and then
I have stopped. I did 12 issues of Uncanny X-Men, the relaunch, and I'm like, I have no idea what the hell's going on.
Well, they
I
did the whole
stopped.
Krakoa thing, and I loved what they were doing with that, but it just, and I'm an X-Men guy. Like, I mean, Green Lantern's my thing, but X-Men's always been my number 2. I read X-Men right up until Joss left. Or until Grant took over. I came back when Joss came in. I left when Joss left, and I haven't really missed it. It was too... They've gone to, again, we talked about this, I think. I have issues with when you take Professor X and the school out of the equation. I think the X-Men suffer. But, I get that genie left the bottle some time ago. So, but yeah. But I guess, other than that, I mean, you got anything else going on?
No, not really. No. So in that case, let's get to the mission briefing.
All right, let's talk about it.
Now it's time for a mission briefing.
And now it's time for a mission briefing. So, we are reviewing Green Lantern First Flight. It is a 2009 cartoon. It was DC Direct. One of the earlier ones, actually, too. I thought it was like Wonder Woman, and then this came like almost right after when they started really going to town. And, so... It's pretty good. It was directed by Lauren Montgomery, who nobody knows except Mr. and Mrs. Montgomery. Written by Alan Burnett, who's written a bunch of stuff. Starring Christopher Maloney as Hal, Victor Garber as Sinestro, Trisha freaking Helfer, number 6. Oh. I'm going to need a minute. As Boudica. Michael Madsen, which I thought was genius castings as Kilowog. John Larroquette, which again... genius casting as Tomar Ray, and then Kurtwood Smith as was he Kanjar? He was Kanjaro.
He was Kanjaro.
Yeah. So, and then they had like a bunch of old like Hollywood actors as the Guardians. Like you got to look this up on IMDb. Like they had the dad from Gidget as one of the Guardians. Like I recognized his voice. Like just it was really kind of cool.
Like. I know Larry Drake. I have seen him before.
Larry Drake is Dr. Giggles. Yes.
I'm sorry. What?
Dr. Giggles or L.A. Law, Darkman. I think he was Darkman 2. Yeah, he's been in a bunch of stuff. He did really good in L.A. Law in the 80s. He played a mentally handicapped dude. It's kind of where everybody kind of got. I think I'm thinking the right guy. Huh? Now I got to IMDb that stuff. And I think he's dead now, isn't he? Yeah, he died in 2016.
Yep.
Yeah. He played Benny in L.A. Law. He was in Darkman. Okay. Yeah, he's cool. I always liked him. Yeah, they had pretty good casting here. But I'll read through the rundown. So basically it was an origin story for Hal animated. When pilot Hal Jordan accepts a mysterious, powerful ring from a dying alien creature, it transforms him into a Green Lantern, and that's with a pronoun or a noun Green Lantern, personal noun Green Lantern, and he wasn't made furniture. One of an elite force of heroes. That's horribly written. It transforms. I'm going to fix it. It transforms him into a member of the Green Lantern Corps. One of an elite force of heroes. That's a better sentence. These heroes patrol the universe to ensure peace and justice under the leadership of the Guardians of the Universe. Unsure of their newest recruit, the Guardians assign Hal to their most honored Green Lantern, Sinestro, for training. Unaware that Sinestro wants to overthrow the Guardians and create a new order he'll control. His name is Sinestro. I would have thought that was obvious. It's a battle of might and willpower as Hal must prove his worth by defeating Sinestro to save the Green Lantern Corps. Okay. So, just so you guys know, Rotten Tomato on this, 70%. We'll talk about it. But what did you think of First Flight?
I personally really enjoy this semi origin film because they do the origin
semi.
like they do the origin like him getting the ring and then bam, we're thrown into space. We're off Earth right away.
That's what I liked about it. I actually liked the fact that he got that ring within like 5 minutes of the movie starting. Like he's in the simulator gets ripped up, gets the ring, and bam, the Corps shows up.
Yeah. I would have liked a little bit more time with Carol, but she wasn't the main focus of the movie, so it's understandable. I like the additional lanterns that we get. We get Boudica, we get Chip, we get Kilowog, we get Tomare, and we get
Chip was in there. We got
yeah, I said Chip.
Oh yeah, you did. I mean,
Yeah,
we
he's
got
in-
almost everybody. Salak was in the background.
Yeah,
Kil-
there's a bunch of lanterns that are there, but they're not.
She was pretty out front and center.
That's the youngest recruit, right?
The elf-looking girl.
Yes, the one where in Emerald Knights, where Hal takes her under his wing,
Yes.
which makes this movie weirdly not connected.
Well, there's history there in the
And-
comics
and-
too. I just read Green Lantern
Yeah.
Corps, so we can talk about
but
that.
all-
But yeah,
All in all, the positives outweigh the negatives.
I agree.
Honestly, with this movie, it is a much better origin film than Green Lantern 2011. I don't know why they just didn't take a whole bunch of this and put that into the movie, but hey, it is what it is.
It's Ryan Reynolds. That's why it didn't happen
Yeah.
that way.
And I mean, you got a space cop voiced by a TV cop.
Yes.
How much more perfect could you get? Plus, Victor Garber, as we know, as we're very well versed with Victor Garber, the man who sunk the Titanic.
Yes. I thought you said a different word instead of sunk, and I was gonna be like, dude, that's not right.
No, he sunk the Titanic.
Yeah, I get it.
Oh, and he was Firestorm. That's right. He was
yes.
Firestorm. But
No,
yeah, all in all,
well, I know him from Broadway, but that's that's what I was gonna do for a living. But yes, go on.
Yeah, no, it's one of those origin films that I can go back and rewatch and enjoy. I have little bits of problems with it, but it also came at a time where it was after Rebirth came out,
Right.
but it was also during
before
I think
War of Sinestro, I think. Oh no, he was wearing a Sinestro Corps uniform. It was after.
Yeah. It was after, but it was I think before Blackest Night was because actually on the physical DVD they do
That would be a Blu-ray.
talk about yes,
Sorry.
it is a Blu-ray. It is a Blu-ray.
I'm just being pedantic at this point.
So this is my second copy of it. I had the DVD, which was the 2-disc from Best Buy, which came with a little
I
Sinestro
have the same
like
thing.
figure.
Wait, yes.
But as a special feature was behind the scenes of Blackest Night, the epic DC Comics superhero event in which the dead rise. So it was around the same time as
I got
Darkest
him
Night.
too.
Hey, there you go. See. So I guess I'll go with a little bit of my gripes. Why wasn't it willpower and why wasn't it fear? Why did they not
They
talk
used
about
fear
the
a lot.
emotional?
They did talk
Why
about
wasn't
fear.
it? But it wasn't emotional spectrum
Right.
talk. It was, hey, green element, yellow element.
Yeah.
It was
Well-
a very dumbed down, like I say, dumbed down version of the emotional spectrum and the willpower. They had nothing. They talked a little bit about Will. Not you, Will. The other Will.
I get it. I know what you're saying, and I don't disagree per se, but I do. For me, I liked it. I did. I have problems with the pacing. I think the entire second act where they go and get Kush, that could have been avoided. I would have rather seen a training montage there than what they gave us.
I would have rather seen Kilowog also training with him.
Well, Kilowog brings that up though.
Next-
He's like, why is he training him and not me? Like,
Yeah.
I like that they did it. They addressed certain things. I know that they wanted to. They really. I get the feeling what they wanted to do here was they wanted to kind of combine, Jeff Johns' version of the Origin with Emerald Dawn 2, which has Sinestro training Hal. And I just read the originals, like I said, and in the originals, I mean, Hal had been a Green Lantern for some time before he goes to Kurigar and discovers that, he was not even a part of, Sinestro was already evil, I think, at that point. Like, Hal was not a part of the Green Lantern Corps when the Guardians found it. So it's all, I get it. And I kind of wish they had done what, I would have liked to, I don't think they needed the yellow element. I don't think they needed the whole Quardian thing. I think, and maybe this is because I'm looking at it from a 2022 or 2025 lens, but how much cooler would it have been if, because in the original Origin, Sinestro goes back to Kurigar and is an absolute fascist. Okay, like the reason his ring got taken away was he was scaring and bringing fear to his population, keeping them in line. That worked for me. This is what I like. Like I said, the Act 2 Kush storyline, and it went on far too long. Then where they have to go get Kanjar Row, and again, it felt like it was actually the same planet. It felt like a little rinse and repeat villain of the week that they're trying to do 2 villains of the week in a movie. It took too long to get going until the final act where Sinestro gets the ring, shows up with the yellow lantern that's not a lantern but apparently is a ball of some sort, and begins like blowing the hell out of Oa. I just think that it was it had problems storyline wise, and I understand. I think why they didn't want to steer into the sci-fi aspect of will and fear and stuff. That's a hard pill to swallow for a general audience. Now, if you're a Green Lantern fan and you're watching this, then you're going to roll with it. But if you're somebody who saw Jon Stewart in Justice League and Unlimited, and now you show up and all of a sudden they're dropping all this stuff on you, Jon Stewart's nowhere to be found, and I understand it. I think I understand why they didn't steer into that curve. I think it's also why Lanterns, the TV show, we'll talk about this during some of the news during the Book of Oa segment, that they're looking. A lot of people have been talking about the fact that this seems awfully earthbound, and Green Lantern's a cosmic hero. But
Vidir in the chat says, I think Green Lantern's Secret Origin would make a great live action miniseries on Max, and I very much agree.
I do too.
It does take a lot of Emerald Dawn 2 with the Sinestro training.
Well, an Emerald Dawn 2, and Sinestro. It's like, and by the way, put it in the chat, Vidar or Vidar or Vidar or like, how are we pronouncing this thing, man?
I'm saying Vidar until
I think it's Vidar?
until they tell us otherwise.
Is it? Watch, it's gonna be like Vidar. It's gonna be something like we're just way off. It's like the I is silent. It's Vidar. But yeah, I definitely want to see. I would have liked to see some other stuff. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is probably the first time I ever watched this all the way through without like Ron Vidar. Okay. But we never heard it pronounced, so we may pronounce it differently. I'm going to say Vidar. All right.
Okay.
But as I was like, I think this is the first time I've watched this all the way through without falling asleep.
Really?
Yeah, that second, third act dragged. And again, it's because it's there's action sequences, but they don't really earn it. It's kind of like, Yeah, I really struggled with the pacing of this movie. I spoiler alert, I love the Boudica shift, and it's perfectly within her character. If you know the character from the comics, like, she's badass, and her, I don't think she would. Well, it's in character and it's not. She was one of the most loyal members of the Corps. Like, she could be a badass, but she could, she was pretty loyal to the point where she became an Alpha Lantern at some point.
Yeah.
But
that was after
that was
her
after
resurrection.
this.
Her resurrection, and they were cyborgs, if I remember correctly.
They were all part of the Manhunters. All the Lanterns that Hal killed. They all became. And the one that was Major League resurrected, and not sure how, I love that they hand waved it. And I'm glad they undid it. Was Aricia. Aricia was not. They killed her and Guy Gardner Warrior because I forget why. There was a reason behind it. I think they didn't want Hal and her to be a couple, and they wanted to kind of break that up. And I mean, here's the thing, like, boy, I reread Green Lantern Corps, and the post-crisis, issues 201 to 224. Yeah, the aging storyline doesn't hold anymore, and it's creepier than creep. And I mean, I'm glad Aricia's a grown-up now, but I'm also glad they kind of dialed that back a bit. Like, for a while there, they had to address it. They were like, she has gaps in her memory because she forced herself to grow up and become an adult. She has gaps in her memory. And then they realized that kind of makes Hal still a bit of a child molester. And, we might get kicked off YouTube for that. But, yeah, it's, but I love Aricia's.
Basically, Aricia's race.
Our Time Lords now, yes. I think she's back again. I think they killed her again, and I think she's going to come back again. But I love Aricia. I always
as long as she's not fridged, that's fine.
But yeah, it's just like I said, this was not bad. Like, the cast is fantastic.
I really enjoyed this voice cast, but I'm also like, how did you get these people to do this besides money?
Oh, it was always money. Well, first of all, some of them
money.
no doubt were under contract. I mean, Maloney.
Oh, yeah.
I think. No, Law and Order isn't a Warner Brothers project.
Law and Order is not Warner. It's
Universal, probably.
It's NBC Universal. Yeah. Victor Garber definitely wasn't.
I mean,
Trisha
here's the thing. Helfer was doing anything after Galactica she could. I get that. 100%.
This was even. Sure. No, this was probably about a year or so removed.
Yeah. I mean, she was fantastic. And, and obviously I love Larroquette. I love John Larroquette. He's always Dan Fielding to me. It was a problem I had with Night Court, the new one, because they had to make him kind of less Dan. Mm-hmm. And that is a show you cannot make now. Like, if you're a grown-up, go ahead and go watch some old school Night Court. And you're going to be amazed at what they got away with on network television in the 80s. And I mean, Fielding was a troublesome character for that. Like, he'd be Me Too'd right out of existence now. But I love Larroquette. I was waiting for Kurtwood Smith to talk about breaking his boot in someone's ass. I would have put my foot in your ass. I would have loved that. But
this is the second time he's shown up in space.
Yes.
I mean,
he
Star
showed
Trek
up
Voyager.
They used him in July, and they used him in Justice League. The second episode of Justice League, the original, he was the voice of the prosecutor when they had John on the planet.
Yes.
Yeah. First of all, Kurtwood Smith, because I watched RoboCop as a young teen, and the trauma that movie does in Murphy's death scene. Kurtwood Smith's voice is 100% ingrained into my subconscious. So even when he became Red, I was like, oh shit, is that guy? And now, I mean, I love that 70s show. I loved that 90s show that should not have been canceled. Kurtwood Smith is one of my faves. Like, yeah. So it was cool to see. They really had a good cast. I just wish the story could have been there.
Mm.
And yes, he's saying they had her thirsting on Soda Yacht for a hot minute. Yeah, I think they were more than thirsty. I think they got together as a couple because by that point Hal was with Cowgirl and then with Carol again, and just put him and Carol together for frack's sake. It's been 50 years now. Like, get
over
it. But yeah, like that was my thought. It was okay.
I would change how Sinestro's ring looks, but I think that all has to do with animation. They tried to do stuff really on the fly, I'd say, because even for the Yellow Lantern as it is, it still
It's a
is.
ball.
It's a ball with the Green Lantern symbol, but they have the Sinestro Corps symbol on Sinestro.
Yeah, but nowhere
And on
else.
his ring. But nowhere else. Not
And
even
nowhere
on
else
his
do
ring.
they have it. Like, literally,
They-
what the hell is that supposed to be?
You see it a bunch of times in animation. They try to reuse a whole lot of things, but it's also like how. I mean, yes, it's small, but you guys can still do it.
I think they could have done a lot more with. I know what they wanted to do. They wanted to get.
I would have also liked Oa better.
Yeah, I wish. I don't like Dark Oa. They do Dark Oa a lot now. Oa's always at night and it's space and like the movie did it and all. Like again, because I'm reading the comics, man, I loved bright shining Oa with daytime stuff and everything is yellow. I was always like, that's freaking brilliant. They're like, yeah, if you go renegade, you ain't killing us, Father Bucker. We're good. But I mean, I liked it. I would have liked it better. I liked Emerald Knights better. Like, there's a companion to this. They did an anthology Blu-ray about a year and a half later called Emerald Knights, and it was just a bunch of small vignettes. It kind of let them explore the core a little bit. Yeah.
And it had Nathan Fillion voicing Hal Jordan. I think this was his first time voicing Hal. At that time, I think it was that, and
Yes,
then
it was that.
Doom.
Yeah. And then he became the voice of Hal for a long time. By the way, did I fix the sound issue?
That's fine.
Yeah, I think I fixed it. The original sound for musicians is now on. Zoom had me, so it actually like suppresses a lot of audio. So, but I have enough internet. All right, so
What do you? Oh, go ahead.
In the ending, the whole premise was hard for me too, in that the Guardians are like, we don't trust the ring, so we're going to take it away from you. And it's like, no, that's not how that worked. They always trusted the ring. They retconned it to Mojo, but even in the early days, they're like, well, if the ring chose him, like, there's something there. Like, we have to believe that the ring's AI can...
Well, that's the thing, too. They created the rings.
Yeah.
So they have to... They are the ones that choose... That not the Guardians, but the rings choose the ones that are worthy to overcome fear.
Yeah. So I mean, it
So
was just
if anything, it's on them for doing it
wanted
wrong.
to get, and I don't understand it. Why get Hal out of the Green Lantern ring and out of the costume if you're not paying for the special effects? It's animation. Who the hell cares? Like, keep him in the ring. I could see if it's like, well, we make him humans.
I do like the costume design.
I did
of
too.
This.
I thought I missed the white gloves. I do again.
The white gloves are always
missed. Yeah, and I understand why they don't do it. It kind of looks a little cheesy, but yeah, I liked it overall. It was okay. It was not. I mean, they put a lot of things in there. You had ranks as a sentient city for a bit. Like, it was kind of in there. His battery kind of looked like it. It's. I get it, but it's the yellow battery just being a giant circle. Yeah. And here's the thing: I haven't seen a central power battery yet. I liked. I shouldn't say that. I liked Justice League's. Was the most. I liked the comic accurate one. It's a big freaking version of the one they hold. It's like, why in the world are we? And like, I thought the one in this was way too small. Like, Hal walks up to it, and like he's about 3/4 of its height. I'm like, this thing is supposed to be like
huge,
ominous, and it just. And again, why not? You're animated. Like, why not do it? Did we see? I mean, we saw the central battery but in the movie in 2011, it was also like not. It was okay. I want I love the central battery.
We see the personal battery, which we don't see the personal battery in this film. We see it on the DVD cover, not this one, but on the basic one we see him. But other than that, we don't see it at all. Which
I get it, and that's
confuses
tough.
me.
Well, especially when, again, I hate to be like, reading the Silver Age and stuff. Like, you can tell the writers had an edict. They like every issue, Hal's charging the ring and doing his oath.
Mm-hmm.
Like every single issue, he's charging that ring. And yeah, to not do it here just kind of seemed. Yeah, there were issues, but it was overall it was better than Ryan Reynolds.
But, yeah. So in that case, how would you rank it? 1 out of 10 lanterns.
Well, what did I say? What did we say that it was 7.0?
Rotten Tomato audience score gave it a 70%.
So 7 out of 10.
I think critics gave it like a 60, 69. So it was very, very close.
I think 75. I think it's 3/4 of the way there. Like I said, I think you can cut out. I think you can cut out where he goes to Oa, and gets assigned to Sinestro. Cut there, and pick back up right around Kanjuro, where Kanjuro starts getting away. So make it look like he's chasing Kanjuro. You give up about 30 or 40 minutes there of nothing. Nothing you require. Like, and I understand they're trying to make a procedural out of it. They're like, hey, we're following the clues and we're doing. It's a cartoon. Like, I get it. I love the fact that people died. I think that was great. I think the fact that they killed some lanterns, I'm all for it. Like, let's do this.
They killed a lot of lanterns,
Yeah,
especially the ones in space.
Yeah. Like, yeah, they just made them, like, their batteries died and they explosive deep compression for the win. But
Yep.
so yeah, I'm gonna stick it with it. I'm gonna say the 75, 7 out of 10, 7.5 out of 10. What do you got?
Yeah, I'd say 7. I'd say 7 lanterns as well. I think it's the minor things that they can improve on, that they could have improved on, but all in all, I still enjoy this movie way better than 2011.
Will you go watch Emerald Knights?
I'll rewatch it. Yeah, it's been.
I don't
some
think
time.
we're going to review it here, right? We're thinking next episode might be Superman.
Next episode, I mean, we'll re-talk about it, but it'll be Superman, and then
probably. I think you're right. I think we got to do New Frontier.
New Frontier.
I do want to
is
do
another
a complete episode of JL and JLU because there's so much Green Lantern in that. That means we're going to have to. What I think you and I will do is.
Well, speaking of that, on the DVD, on the Blu-ray special features, they do have 4 episodes plus the Looney Tunes episode where
Duck Dodgers,
Duck Dodgers becomes a Green Lantern. 2 of the episodes were Once and Future King, where the first animated or the first Bruce Timm animated Hal Jordan shows up.
Right.
And then I forget the other 2. They didn't
Did they do the Amazo one? Because the Amazo one had all the core, and it brought back Kyle.
They did not because of Kyle.
Okay. Yeah.
I would have loved to.
So,
we could pick out episodes.
Well, you know what? We'll pick some out. And here's the thing: if you're listening to this podcast, if you're watching the stream later, hopefully Opus makes this a thing. Let us know either the comments are tough for us to get. Email us and podcast at lanternstevtalk.com. Let us know, or come to our Discord and let us know what episode you think we should cover. We'll choose like 6. That'll be good, like 2 hours. 6 episodes of Justice League Unlimited. We're gonna stick kind of in there. We could do the Superman episode maybe, but I kind of want to do some John time. I want to do that before we get. I want to do those before we do Beware My Power, where we're just gonna shit on it.
That's fine.
Yeah, and then I do still want to get a comic episode in. But yeah, I think that so next week is going to be Green. Yeah, hey, I'm going wearing this, by the way. I have my ticket. I'm going the 10th. I'm actually going the night before. They have a showing on the 10th. I was going to do that, but I have Regal Bucks, and I want to take my dad.
That's fine. It's my 2 friends.
Yep. My dad took me in '78 to my first Superman movie. Like it's one of those things I can remember. Like, it's the first time I can remember my dad. Like, I saw every Star Wars I saw in the theater. I did not see Star Wars opening weekend in '77. I was 4. But I did see it in the theater before it went out because I used to stay longer. '78 was the first one I remember my old man taking me, like, opening weekend. Like, we waited in line. He's like, I want to see this too. We're going to go see this together. And it was a thing. So I called him and I said, Dad, listen, when you're here, don't make plans for the 10th. It's like, you and I, we're going to go and watch Superman, and we're going to go to the theater, and I'm taking you to see Superman. So I'm excited for that. But yeah, But so that'll be our next episode. But yeah, let's.
Right,
what's next there, sir?
Let's open the Book of Oa.
All
Talk
right.
about.
It's time to read the Book of Oa.
All right, so there's not much news
There's
for
been a bit,
the-
but yeah, it's kind of
we're in
a.
the
They don't want to
slow
release
period.
too much. Well, here's what it is, and I did hear this. They don't want to release too much because I guess there's things in Superman, so they're they're being real dodgy and cagey with the Gardner stuff. That's why you haven't seen too much about Peacemaker either. Like Gunn is really trying to hold a lot. Stuff's going to happen in Superman, so I can understand that.
What we do know is that filming for Lanterns looks to be done in July,
Sweet.
and then
Then it's
they'll go on.
post-production. Yeah.
Then they'll go on to post-production, reshoots, all that good stuff.
Sweet.
And
So
then-
so Kyle Chandler's Parallax already. Got it. No. God, I hope not. Dear God, no.
I hope not. But the director did get interviewed recently.
One of the directors,
he did,
yeah.
One of the directors, but he said he couldn't talk much, but he is very much looking forward to having this out on the screen, and that the biggest takeaway is that they're going to be a balance of cosmic and Earth-based
Yes.
scenes.
So, I mean, I read that same article. Like, one of the things he talks about, I'm a little concerned. It's he says it's a combination. He's like, for Hawes, it really came down to the pedigree of the writing staff and a desire to stretch himself a bit. Why he just decided to direct 2 episodes of the series. So they were talking to James Hawes. And he said it's a combination because it's not my normal sandpit, really, to go off and play in that area. But the writing, Chris Mundy, Damon Lindelof. They've done things like Ozark and True Detective. So the scripts have got such wit, so much character. It's like a buddy cop movie played out, and I've talked about this in the sort of True Detective, Fargo, No Country for Old Men, naturalistic. It's a buddy cop movie, and then somebody flies. Okay. And it's a TV show. I get, like, flight and constructs.
It's that HBO money.
Yeah, but flight and constructs, I get, you can't be crazy.
No.
Yeah, and I'm glad. It was not just him, though, too. Who was it? James Gunn in an interview. He said, now listen, we said it's True Detective and it's grounded. He's like, but it's Green Lantern. They're going to space. Like, he pretty much was like, which I want to see. Like, I mean, that was kind of concerning to me too in some regards. Here's the thing. I don't mind Earth-based GL. I really don't. I like the core. I like the aliens. I like those stories. I like the cosmic stories. But if you steer too much into cosmic, then we turn into how soon until we get to the fourth war or to the fourth world. And then now we're dealing with Darkseid and all that crap and all the trouble that comes with that from the previous guy, from Snyder.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. I get wanting to play in that sandbox with the fourth world and stuff. But one of the worst crossovers they did in the last 10 years was when they brought the fourth world into Green Lantern comics. I forget, what was it?
It was
First Law
Green
or
Lantern
something?
New Gods.
Yeah, Green Lantern New Gods. Like, they were putting them together, and it didn't fire right.
I want to read that because it is New Gods.
It's not bad. It's not bad. It's a little bad. But, yeah,
But I also want to read Omega Men with
Yeah.
Kyle
Oh,
on there.
here's the thing, and I didn't realize this. Omega Men was created in Green Lantern by Marv Wolfman when he wrote.
Oh.
Like, that's why I'm surprised they haven't reprinted like that era. Like that stuff. That was good stuff. I mean, it was Wolfman. You know, he wrote. Tom was totally miscast. Carol was. Yeah, there were troubles. It felt like reading, because he was also at the time writing New Teen Titans, which he was far better at, by the way.
Godhead. It's Vidar says it's Godhead,
Yes.
and it's slowly paced.
Yes, it's very slowly paced. And again, I don't think they understood what they wanted to do with the New Gods. You know, like I don't think honestly, I don't think they still figured it out. Grant Morrison really screwed them with Final Crisis. So I get it. Like, you know.
I mean, New 52 screwed everyone.
Yeah. So, but I think, when he ends that interview when he's talking about Cosmic, he's like, I'm going to talk very obliquely about, because there are excitements to come. It won't disappoint the classic fans. It will if you make him Parallax. I cannot stress this enough. But
it'll upset the newer fans as well, because we want time with Hal.
Yes.
Yes, a lot of us did grow up with John.
They need John, and I like John, and I want Hal and John together. I do like, also, I did see this, James Gunn on a DC podcast, no less. Somebody was asking about, like, newer characters, and they gave, like, a list, and on the litany of list was Kyle Rayner. He's like, well, out of the three, Kyle's like, it was Kyle Rayner, Constantine, and one other. And he's like, well, out of the three, Kyle's, like, the one I really, just never really did it. I'm like, all right, maybe he won't do Parallax. Dear God, don't do Parallax. But
that hurts me a little bit, because he's one of my favorites. So
they didn't understand the new Genesis gods in the story. You're not wrong, Vidar. I think they're going to do Parallax. I don't think they'll introduce Kyle. I think it would be foolish if they make John train another Lantern. Like, please don't bring up, Simon or Joe or.
If anything, Jessica, I could see them do Jessica.
Maybe I would actually, because I guess Guy Gardner's going to be in a bunch of it, so I would actually rather see them have him do Aricia, bring Aricia to Earth. That'd be. Because that's the thing. Like, Aricia works because she's 2815. She's in the next sector. Like, 2813 is Tomar Ray or Tomar 2, depending on when you read the books. And Aricia was 2815. So I am hopeful for this. We're obviously hopeful. We're doing a podcast about it. But, overall, that's kind of the news. Like I said, they're keeping a lot of things close to the vest because of Superman. So I think Guy Gardner's going to play a bigger role than we think.
Yeah.
Which I'm all for. Like, I want to see a real good Green Lantern. Like I said, this is the ring I'm wearing to. So wait a second. You saw the rings in Hot Topic yesterday and you didn't buy one?
I have not been in a Hot Topic in quite a bit. It was a picture someone took. It's
DC
like
shop,
the
dude.
one.
DC
it's
shop.
like the one that you were wearing. It's like a necklace too.
Oh.
I don't think I would.
I don't know how they would fare.
Exactly. I don't think it's going to be fit well. Kind of like this, where it doesn't fit well.
But Dar, I'm about to lose you, I think, as a viewer, because Badge is okay, but give me Chip, man. I'm Chip. Give me Chip. I want Chip. But yeah, Badge is all right. I like my raccoons, but Chip, man. But yeah, I'm looking
those
forward.
Those Hot Topic rings
are they super tiny? I figured they would be. This is why I got this. I ordered DC Shop, and I don't know if they still have any left. I ordered a size 12 because I know my middle ring size. So, and it's a little tight, but I'll wear it the day. It's not my daily wear. My daily wear is still, I don't know where my daily wear went. Oh, here it is. My daily wear is right here. Like, I wear this everywhere. So. Because it's just enough to where a Green Lantern fan, people are like, oh, I like the ring. But if you don't know Green Lantern, I don't look like a complete dork.
I look like a complete dork.
Yeah. Like, I've seen some of the ones out there, like, people are selling some ones with Anon dyes. They're all green. They look like they should from the comics and stuff. And I'm like, I couldn't pull that off. I'm 51 years old. This I can pull off. Like, honestly, it kind of looks like the phi symbol from Greek. I could be like, one time it was just after my ex-wife and I had split. I'm in a bar and I'm wearing this because she hated me wearing it, so I wear it all the time now, and because and she's like, oh, what is that? And I'm totally moking on her, so I'm like, oh, this I was in a fraternity, it's the phi symbol. She's like, really? Which one? I was like, and we actually had one of these at my college. Not that I was. So I was like, sci-fi. I didn't get to go home with her anyway, but it's just always still a funny story. She's like, wow, that's kind of cool.
Vidar got his also from DC Shop, but it looks like they're all sold out now.
So you're gonna have to Amazon that. You got, we
got time.
gotta get you a better. You know what? That's the thing. When we monetize, and it'll come, there'll be a Patreon. When I get to Patreon, I'm gonna set up a Kyle ring fund because I've got all these rings. I do not require more rings. I have 8 Green Lantern rings alone. I could stand to get 2 more for the thumbs. Then I can be like,
you could be like,
yeah, exactly. But yeah, I would definitely. I might do a Kyle ring fund, man.
It's okay. I don't need it. It could be used for this.
I mean, even this, like I said, even these look kind of cool. Like the movie ones were cool. They were put together pretty well. I had to. You can't tell. I have very acidic skin, so I actually on the inside, you can't see it. I actually had to like clear nail polish.
I could just. Vidir's like, I could just make you one.
Ooh.
I may commission also my friend.
Okay.
To do it, but
I want a new. I want a new lantern. I do know that. I kind of want Kyle's lantern. Like I'm. And there's
like
a guy
Kyle's
on.
lantern,
There's a guy on a few of the Discords we're on. I want.
Yep,
what's that?
One from McFarlane for the Blackest Night line. Yeah. They do have Kyle's. Kyle does come with his lantern, and I really like that lantern.
I get that. I want like the life size. Like I want to put it next to.
Yeah.
I'll go off screen.
So what you will get the life size version of the lantern like you have in your hand right now.
Yes, that you cannot see.
Vidir does metal casting. Oh,
shit.
That is actually damn cool.
That is cool. And I would turn off my background, but here's the thing: there's a bed behind me. It ain't made. There's shit all over the place. I'm not. But yes, I love my lantern. I want the Kyle version.
Mm-hmm.
I love this one. I love that it has both. You guys just can't see it. It has both the ends on it. Because for a while there they only had one side. Yeah, it was.
Vidir's like, oh, dude, I got like 3 of Kyle's lanterns. That's
something to talk about.
All right, so let's move. Let's close.
What if we?
Book of Oa.
Okay, well, wait. What if you could sponsor us, sir? Send each of us a lantern, and we will advertise your lanterns on our show. See what I did there? Oh, dude, we're good. Oh, but you're in charge. What were we doing now?
So let's close the Book of Oa and let's move on over to the JLA signaling device.
Time to read mail with the Justice League signal device.
We don't have any. You guys suck.
Okay, that's fine.
No mail. I don't even think we have. I think there's comments in YouTube. I just couldn't find them. Well, we have tons here. In fact, we'll read the comments from our latest video. Vidar said, "Greetings. How are you guys doing?"
Yeah. We thank you, Vidar, for being here.
Yes, thanks for hanging with us, Vidar. I hope you're having fun. All custom made. All right, seriously, dude, I will freaking feature you. Like, you and I could talk. I'll get a PO box, man. I could do this. Gotta get you a PO box. Yeah, get. Hey, you know what? This is good. We do this for nothing.
I know.
But
all
yeah,
right, so
there were some
comments. There's comments.
I think on some of the shorts let me see here. Hold on. Oh, there were some comments on. Yes, there's a comment on the TV Talk Ryan Reynolds video. Oh, okay. Somebody said Bill Burr. I think we were talking about how Ryan Reynolds, was a bad choice. Somebody said
Bill Burr would have been
you said it was Ryan Reynolds for Guy Gardner.
Yes.
And I was like, and somebody said Bill Burr for Guy Gardner. I'm like, oh hell yes.
I don't know if I see that.
It's the frat humor, because Guy is not snarky. He's frat boy douchebag.
Yeah.
All right, and Bill Burr is kind of frat boy douchebag, but he's also 50. So it's a little awkward.
Well, so is Nathan Fillion. He's 50 too.
But Nathan Fillion, it's going to be interesting to see how he does, because there's a swagger to Guy. Like I said, he's frat boy, and he could churn it off. That's the thing. Mm-hmm. Like the Guy Gardner of the 80s and the Guy Gardner of today are two different characters, really, because Guy, there were scenes where guy's getting tortured and he's being an absolute dick, but he's not giving it up, and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely, I like the Bill Burr. I'm on the Discord. Very good. So yeah, I definitely, I like Bill Burr. I like that type. It has to be that type of frat boy humor. Jensen Ackles was one I hadn't thought of.
I could
I
see
think
that.
he could
that
pull
I could
that.
see.
Like he could pull that kind of. There's a moral code to me, but I'm kind of a nozzle.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's definitely. I mean, Nathan Fillion. I'm looking forward to it. I'm glad he gets to play Green Lantern on the screen.
Yes.
Dennis Leary. 10 years ago. Yeah. Actually, Dennis Leary is a good. Yeah, that's a good pull.
I'd say even around Rescue Me time.
Yeah, 10, 15 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if I was going to go now, the guy who plays Tig in Sons of Anarchy could kind of pull that off because that character's kind of Guy Gardner. What is it, Kim Coates?
Yeah,
it's interesting. But we have Nathan Fillion.
mm-hmm. We have Nathan Fillion. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to what he does.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a line in, I think, the newest trailer is like between him and Soups, and he just goes, "Make a move, Big Blue."
And that's 100% him. Here's the thing. Somebody pointed it out, too. Guy Gardner getting one-punched by Superman and knocked out. The one punch from Batman is the key. Mm-hmm. Like if you're gonna do that, if they're gonna try to pull that Justice League International #1, which was actually just called Justice League then, and I mean it's fantastic. If you've never read that part, go find that book. It's been reprinted everywhere. It starts with Guy Gardner sitting in the mountain headquarters of the jail, and he's like, "I'm gonna be the leader," and he's in darkness,
Mm-hmm.
and they all show up. Batman starts to get the meeting in order. He's like, "Who says you're in charge?" And Guy stands right up to him, and then immediately he's like, "Oh, don't worry, Batman." He's like, "You're all bark and no bite, Gardner." And he's like, "Oh, don't worry, Bats, I bite." And the next panel, you turn the page, the next panel, you just see a blue fist hit Guy Gardner dead in the nose, knocks him right out. And Black Canary comes in. She's like, "What did I miss?" Oh, I don't think it was issue 1. It might have been a later issue because they all knew Guy at that point. Mm-hmm. But Black Canary, she's like, "What'd I miss?" And Beetle's like, "You should have seen it. Batman knocked him out one punch." One punch? And I missed it? One punch? And the rest of the issue, she's just literally saying, one punch. Yeah, I think it was issue 4, actually.
Okay.
Yeah. But still, great stuff. Read the Justice League. If you want Guy Gardner, that's where they kind of got his character. Was Justice League and then
International.
Yeah, Justice League International. I think it's billed as Justice League International, even though it's tough because I remember buying 1 through 6, which are Justice
it's billed. League. It's
billed as JLI.
As a whole,
yeah,
it's
JLI.
billed as JLI, but at first it was
just Justice
League.
Yep, and because they didn't want it to be associated with America after Legends and stuff, and it was such an interesting Justice League too because they didn't want to do like. The Detroit Justice League was horrible, which it wasn't, but it was weird. And they didn't want to do the Big 7. So they kind of grabbed a bunch of characters that they featured in Crisis that had no books of their own. So that's why you got Guy Gardner, Blue Beetle, Black Canary.
Booster Gold!
Booster Gold doesn't come until issue 4, but Booster Gold. Hoshi's Dr. Light. They've got Dr. Fate and Captain Marvel, which hadn't been in any team book. So it was... And Mr. Miracle of all things. Those were good times, man.
Give me more of Scott Free.
I love Scott Free. I like Shiloh too, but give me I'm old school. Okay, no, it's not about Scott Free. Give me Big Barda.
Well,
I always had a thing for Barda.
Have them both.
It's Barda.
Detroit Justice League. Shudder.
I get that. Here's the thing. Go back and reread it. I get what they were doing with it. They wanted to try.
It was like West Coast Avengers.
It was trying to recapture the Teen Titans. They wanted to skew younger. And because Marv and the Titans were doing so well, so they grabbed all these characters that were young. And I think the only one that survived, quote unquote, and is still relevant today would be Vixen. Everybody else has gone way to the back. And yeah, I liked it. I like I didn't mind it. It struggled. The best part about it was Ralph and Sue, because Ellen Gate Man, and it's where you got a lot of Sue, and that's why when they killed her in what do you call it?
Identity Crisis.
Yeah. So.
Oof.
Yeah, Identity Crisis was because killing her was hard, and then what happened after, that was a tough read. But yeah, but I get it. It's overall though, that's our mailbag, guys. Please come send us mail, send us comments, send us reviews. Dear God, go put reviews in.
Well, before we take the oath,
we haven't
want to
even
remind.
we haven't played our bumper.
Oh, I thought there wasn't. Go ahead.
Okay. So. Yeah. Oh, is that the ending? What is that? Back. Oh, okay. Yes. Yeah. Oh, so Book of Oa, JLAC device. Do I not have one for the oath?
Nope. I think I just go right into.
Oh, so yeah, just go right into it then. Yeah.
Right. This is where we'll cut.
Yes.
All right. Before we take the oath, we want to remind you how to find us while we're out and about in the sectors. You can join our conversation on our Discord.
Do you want to take
Open
that
your
again?
browser. Yes. For some odd reason. Before we take the oath, we want to remind you how to find us while we're out and about in the sectors. You can join our conversation on our Discord. Open your browser, discord.lanternstvtalk, and join the discussions.
Let's take it again.
As we
Don't forget the .com. Take
Son of a
3.
monkeys. I can read, people. I swear I can read. Before we take the oath, we want to remind you how. Oh my God! Take 4. Oh,
Too much
Before
blood in your
we
alcohol
take-
system.
yep. Before we take the oath, we want to remind you how to find us while we're out and about in the sectors. You can join our conversation on our Discord. Just open your browser to discord.lanternstvtalk.com and join the discussions there. And as we said earlier, you can also email us at podcast@lanternstvtalk.com.
And you can find me streaming on Twitch occasionally, not as often these days, but from time to time. Games like Marble Snap, well, probably not as much. If you're a Marble Snap fan, you know why. Star Wars Galaxies, and even Fancraft, the Minecraft SMP server that we like to talk about, and Kyle never comes in. But we're in there with TV Talk people, so I just built Galactus. You can check that out, twitch.tv/oldmangamerny.
You can follow me on Instagram and basically anywhere at KyleCrosby89. And you can also listen to me on the Atomic Geekdom podcast, which we just restarted up.
Sweet.
So look for that. Look for that episode coming out shortly.
Good. You guys should have that. Along with some other sources, the primary music for our show is provided by our good friend Charlie Bach. Charlie, you did send me new music. I'm going to listen to it. I haven't had a chance yet. You can find more of his music, though, at soundcloud.com/Charlie Bach.
So for Will, this is Kyle saying, we'll see you next time as we review Superman. I got to think of a new ending.
Yeah, we need
for
you
this.
need like a catchphrase.
Yeah. I'll pull it. But until
Well,
next
I
time.
mean, like, you know what? Here's the thing. Why don't we do this? Yeah, we can pull it, but you should make something. And then you say the
oath?
Okay, you know what? Just do it. Don't worry about that. So for Will, this is Kyle saying we'll see you next time as we review Superman 2025. Do we want to put the date in there of what we're looking at? We're not sure yet. So check
Not sure yet.
our dates are going to be, yeah. All right, take it again.
All right. So for Will, this is Kyle saying, we'll see you next time as we review Superman 2025.
And you stay classy, planet Earth.
And you stay classy,
In
planet
brightest
Earth.
day and blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship evil's might beware my power. Green Lantern's light.
And I've stopped all the recordings. All right, we're in the post-game show now.
I am stopping.
Good.
I am.
Yeah, this is going to be
all.
fun to edit this living shit out of.
I'm sorry.
I don't even know how I'm going to edit the video. I might throw the video up just as this, like with the retakes in it. I'll fix the audio. The video, kind of give them a thrill. Just it's like, holy shit.
Captive noise reduction.
Did it do noise reduction?
I'm doing it on my end,
Okay.
so we'll see.
Yeah. I would
It's
have rather
working
you
right now.
saved it first without noise reduction and then send me the noise reduction just in case. But that's okay.
Well, shucks.
It's okay. We're good. Fringe
I
Night
did-
is now inside our... Yeah,
Yep,
all right.
I waved to him.
I think that's Vidar. Yeah, and if that is in the Green Lantern Discord there that our buddy Temple put together, like, yeah, I love that Discord. It's far too active for a man of my age. Like,
Oh.
I'll be like, I'm in a comic discussion. We're having a great time. We're talking comics. Oh, look, I'm at work and probably have to do some work. And then I come back 20, 30 minutes later and, like, I have to reread, like, 17 pages. Like, these guys are just, they're all in. And I'm just kind of like...
I'm on
old.
14 servers.
Yes. Oh, I'm on way
And
more than that.
It's
I gotta
a
start
lot for me.
cutting some down. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of want to get rid of TV talk, but we kind of need it. It's inactive.
TV Talk is good. I like TV Talk. Oh, you don't mean the Flash server, yeah. You need to come
I don't
back
mean
to
the
the Flash server, man. Fan
I need to have just.
You just said that
the-
you do nothing on Mondays, man. You got to
I
build
do
some
nothing,
stuff, man.
but I also just I do everything else
Okay.
on Monday.
I
So
did
it's
build
like-
a really... Do you see the Galactus I built? I posted in there?
I saw pictures of it. I will
Yeah.
need to. I thought about going in there today.
I love
it,
it that
actually.
Knight's like, is this the Kaiju or whatever? I'm like, no.
Kaiju?
but building Galactus on top of Fort Freedom's Plaza in the Marvel District. when
It makes
it's coming
sense.
out in 3 weeks. I'm like, this.
Oh yeah, I got my
Yeah.
tickets for that too.
I don't yet. I may give that a pass in the theater. I'm not even. I'm
I'm
probably
seeing it
gonna
with-
want to go see it. I love Fantastic. Like, I read Fantastic Four most of my childhood, most of my adult, early adult. I read it up until. I mean, I read it even after Heroes. It was when they came back. Heroes
When
Return.
it was after Heroes Reborn.
I read up to Heroes Reborn. I read through Heroes Reborn, and then Heroes Return. I got kind of frustrated with a lot of the. It just went a little sideways. And I kept popping in and out. Like, I knew about Valeria, and she was Doom's daughter at one point, and all this stuff that was kind of going. And then I got kind of just too far gone. I was just too far back.
Do you want me to save this as an MP3?
Yes. I liked the 90s FF for a while. Like, when they killed Reed for that 2 years, that's some good shit that they were doing. Like, it was kind of cool. I mean, you need Reed, but he's also kind of the largest MacGuffin in comic history. So they're like, oh, we have no way to beat them. What are we going to do? Oh, look, Reed's here. What are you going to do? I have this temporal nullifying proselytator. Oh, awesome. That's going to do it. So, yep. So Vidar's hanging out with us, man. Vidar, I was also mostly kidding about the, hey, send us free lanterns. But yes, I love my official lantern. Don't get me wrong. This thing's kind of great. But, yeah, it's heavy and it's porcelain. I kind of dropped it. There's a chip out of it.
Oh no.
But, well, yeah. But I mean, still, it's solid. It's what I imagined the lantern would be. Like, it's got that kind of weight to it, So, I'm gonna try to get this edited tonight. I may edit it tomorrow. I'll post it. Maybe I'll post it tomorrow.
Do your best.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of editing. So,
Do your best. I'm uploading my audio right now.
we should have notated. I mean, we don't really have anything to edit. We didn't really retake anything other than the end, right?
Other than the end.
Okay. Yeah, I can.
I mean, listen. I mean, if you want to listen to it at work, and just be like, take
Well, I
notes.
work from
but
home.
honestly,
If I listen to it from at work, I'm going to be just as distracted.
It-
Don't get me wrong.
It very,
I
it
love
very much was just the end.
Yeah, I love working from home. My God, I could never
I
go back
can't
to a
really-
real office.
I can't really load trucks from home, so
No, it's tougher to do that.
yeah.
So we got to get you like IT job. I'm finishing my big project. I've been on this project since April, like early April, and onboarding. Company's huge. We're talking like 500 users, and like they have locations in like 7 states. So it's one of the reasons I was traveling so much, and to be almost done, and to be able to go back doing like IT stuff, because I mean onboarding's great and I love my gig, but it's documentation more than it is break fix. So I'd really like to get back to taking some courses. Like I really need to get better at PowerShell, but yeah. So this is the post-game wrap-up, post-show wrap-up, everybody. Hope you're digging it.
My audio's uploaded.
Oh, okay. Hold on. And we're doing it in OneDrive now, right?
In Google Drive?
Yeah.
Yes.
Was it Google Drive or OneDrive?
I mean, I have it as Google Drive.
Okay, so it
'cause
might be
that's
Google
how you
Drive.
said it. I
Okay,
did
no, it
show
might
/
be.
video stuff.
Okay. I'm sure that's what it is. Oh, yeah, because it's in the same folder as... Yeah, I see it now. Oh,
I'm
man,
so
am I
looking
tired.
forward to dinner.
Me too. Well, I mean, we could cut this off, man. It's all good.
Well, I'm waiting. Respectfully waiting on you.
Okay, I'm downloading the file now. Scanning it for viruses. There are 764,225 viruses.
Hey, what can I say?
You're an asshole. No.
Yep.
Okay, there we go. All right, I have the file. I shall put it... I didn't actually... I should save my current file. Save the project, which... What I use is kind of great. It does multi-channel.
Okay.
So it lets me record both the I can show you actually. So it lets me record both the sound effects and my voice, and it's in time. So then I just have to dump so see this, like,
Yes.
so that's where we'll talk. This is the In Brightest Day and Blackest Night. So then I'll just take your file
And just input it.
and it brings it right in, and then boom. Then I have to make sure it lines up correctly. And then once it's done doing that, it's, it's all good. So stop share so that I can see you again. And so they can see us, because it also kills the stream. But yeah, so, and now you're in there. And so I'll make sure that it kind of lines up appropriately. And yeah, so. All right, brother. So we're good, man.
All right.
Go get some dinner.
Yeah,
To those
you as
on the
well.
stream, Hank, thanks for coming. So we're looking at possibly what did we say, July?
You maybe July 18th, but for
Maybe.
sure
The 21st.
July
for
21st.
Sure. Yeah, because I don't even think I'm working that day, so we might even get away with it earlier. It is the day after my anniversary, but we'll see how things fly. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching and hanging with us. Thanks to Vidar for being with us tonight. If you're watching this on a replay or anything, hey, make sure to check out our socials and stuff. And watch for us. We've been putting up little reels, so we'll catch you later. Bye-bye. And we're out. Oh, shit.